Alright, so cool tip for getting onto here. If you take it and you're going to come up in here to be able to try and pry some of this stuff down, this stuff is a pain in the butt to get to. You're going to come around here, you're going to take off your fancy schmancy handy dandy. You have a couple screws in here, you're going to loosen those. You can pull this back to be able to make it so it stays back and get out of the room. You can get your handy dandy zip ties. You can get these at any of your local hardware stores, or my favorite is Harbor Freight. And then you can be able to reach up in here, and then you can go along here, there, and then up there, and then repeat on the same, doing the same thing on the other side. I will say this one, watch out for the edge of this. This is not friendly. The inside is jagged and not smooth, so be careful. Okay, so on this one, after you get this side started right here, you're going to grab your handy dandy pry tool. You're going to find this next part, and you're going to go and you're going to kind of push it in sideways. After you pull down, you can see a little tab, push down on it. Repeat that all the way across. You're going to get almost to the middle. You're going to come over here to the far side. You can do the same thing. And then finally, when you get to the middle, you're going to do the last one. You'll be able to take it off. And then this allows you to get access to the Smart Cruise, be able to pull your heavy duty piece of foam off, and possibly remove this and your factory tow hooks, because these are no longer going to be needed, as the Westin winch bumper comes with those, and you'll be able to use those. Alright. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to message me in the comments. I will get back to you and see if I can't help you out if you have any questions. Okay, so I know some of y'all are going to be wanting to know how to mount this bad boy, because this is your smart cruise control. Well, the first part that you have to figure out is how you're going to mount it to that. So I'm going to explain that real quick. So we carefully set this piece down. Do not drop that. Okay, so this piece right here is one of these. It goes in the middle. It had a bolt. It had two of them. So first, I know you're looking up here at the bumper and you're like, okay, well, it just tucks under here. There's nothing connecting it. So if you look back down here, which you can actually see through right here, is here and down here. You're going to unbolt that. So after you have these nice and loose, and you had fun prying this goofball thing out of the way, what you're going to do is you're going to actually pull this forward, prop this up so it's against it, so then you can fit your hand under here. You're going to get the two of these with the black washer and these locking nuts. They have the thread on the back of them, if you can tell it. And you're going to not lose any of these because you're going to need those for something else. You're going to put these on here. You're going to make sure that you put this so that way it's above here, because if you don't, you're going to do this twice. And then you get this piece, you mount it here. I will do a short video bit on that here in a second, after I get these parts tightened down, and I will go through the rest of it. The kit comes with an Allen head, and I think they're 1/2 inch. I will double check on that one, and I will list every single tool that you need in the description. Stay tuned to find out how the rest of this goes on and how it all goes back together. If I don't get it together tonight, there'll be a video tomorrow continuing this adventure. Okay, so when it comes to installing these, I know you're going to want to figure out what's up with this one. The impact bar comes off. It uses a 17 millimeter socket. I know it's kind of hard to read, sorry. These are very well used. And the new bolts that go in here, you need to make sure that you grab the same ones out of the kit, because they give you a whole mess of them. And these are fine thread, not coarse thread. So if you put the other ones up here, they'll like thread in like 2 turns and then stop. These are 18 millimeters, so you're going to have to go get another socket. And we're going to continue with it. And so far the truck is looking like this. and it's making slow progress. Maybe tonight it will see the winch bumper mounted. I'm not 100% yet. I haven't figured out if I need to trim this part or if I need to trim a section off of this piece down here and remount it on here. I got to refer to pictures and just see how the fit up is. If the fit up is really good, I might just trim this piece right here and have that mount up here, and it look good. I have yet to go and mount the light bar or the winch on it yet. I'm getting kind of all the hardware kind of put on it, and we'll go from there and kind of see what today brings. Maybe it might be a tomorrow adventure, but tonight we're getting as far as we can, and yeah, we're getting her done one bolt at a time. Okay, so here we are. We got this thing manhandled up here. I got my 3K light bar mounted in it. I got the winch up here. I get to still go and run cables and stuff. Obviously, when you go to pick this up, unless you're He-Man, probably going to need 2 people, because that bumper by itself weighs 95 pounds. The winch by itself is 50 to 70 pounds, depending on which one you're running. I may or may not do full process on wiring. There are other videos out there, but this is the progress going so far. This is day 2 of this build, because day 1 ran out of light. So here's the weather for today. It's sunshiny and bright. Feels like it's almost 80 degrees. I got beautiful clouds out today, and it's just me and the dogs hanging out. They're around somewhere. Maybe you'll get to see them. Alrighty. Day 3 of messing with the truck. Gonna pull the wheels out and take them down and get them all loaded up so they can get painted. Because factory silver does not look good on this truck. It's a little too light. So, I'm gonna take them down to the paint shop. Got a buddy, he's gonna hook me up and do some prep work on it. And I'll show them to you guys after we get them all painted up. And in the meantime, you can watch me load them up.
Alright, carry you guys over here. Got them all loaded up in the car. You're wondering why I just jiggled. The tripod just fell off. So there's the rest of it. And I got the neck of it in my hand. Alright, so I'm going to turn you around. Okay, so I got them loaded up in here. In my other ride. And I'm going to take them down to the paint shop. And I'll do a short clip unloading them there, maybe. Or I'll just show them getting put back on after they're painted. But right now, they look like this. They're going to go like a darker metallic gray. Kind of more of match the truck, but not be that color. And they should look pretty good. So yeah. Day 3 was buzzing around like this. And it's only supposed to take a couple days, but when you hook things up and you got to test them out and they're DOA, yeah, kind of got to wait on parts. So I got the winch. Had to go back because that one was dead. I got the light bar mounted. That was the cheapest part of this whole build, and actually works the best. Turn the switch on and the lights come on. So yeah, it's kind of nice. The Westin winch bumper is pretty nice. Haven't quite gotten it fully mounted up, but it's set up there. And I was gonna try and test fit it yesterday and decided against it because, well, why fit things twice? So I'm gonna wait for the other winch to come in and we'll put it all together one time. And yeah, rather than assemble, disassemble, assemble, reassemble, disassemble, etc. Too many putting together, coming apart. So yeah. Alright, until then, it's not too bad.
You're just going to take it and go and route the cables after you followed the installation instructions. I did not feel like filming that part of it because they end up coming up here and you have your positive that goes over here and your big old breaker that goes with it. That's all the metallic stuff with whatever brand winch you end up going with, and then I just ran the negative here. It's not real clean. I'm probably going to order something to clean all this stuff up. You're also going to need probably a 2x4 or a 4x4 to be able to pick it up, because one side likes to sit lower, and so you're going to take two 1/8 inch thick washers that go to a 1/2 inch bolt and cut a slot in that one, so that way it evens out this gap right here. It's not 100% level, but it's closer. And then this goofy piece of foam, you know, it's super accurate to kind of eyeball off of. So yeah, but to show you that the winch works, I'm going to run it out real quick and then I'll reel it back in, and just to prove that, you know, it actually does work. I did get it fully wired after you resync it up. So you're going to have to push and hold on this thing until the red light comes on, and then it'll work. Some people say on the Zeke winches that they're a runaway. All it is the button gets stuck underneath it, and you just take it and push it and pull the button out from underneath the other piece, and it works just fine. Never just take it and free spool this thing with no weight on it, kind of pull on it just a little bit, then push the out. And it comes out nice and easy like that one. And yeah, there you go. That's all up and in there. And that's how you install the bumper. Proves that the winch works. I'll turn on the light bar real quick to show that that works, because I got that wired in too.
Light bar's on. Off.
Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much what you need. You're going to need the de-trimming tool to go and pull all the little plastic clips out. As for remounting the Smart Cruise, I'm going to test that one out on how I have it mounted. I'm not 100% on if it's completely straight. I might have to loosen it up and readjust it a little bit. But yeah, I've gotten the bumper part installed, and the surround that goes around the rest of here, I have it at the shop. It's going to get painted because it's kind of rough looking right now. I'm going to reshoot the grill a different color too, so the next part of this video will go into that one, and I'm getting the wheels painted too. So there's going to be a lot going on in the next video. There's going to be a winch pull test, there's going to be a light bar test after it's dark, and there's going to be a wheel reveal and the grill reveal all at the same video, which this is all going to be part of it. So stay tuned for later in the video for more information. If you have any questions, feel free to comment at the bottom. Alright, so just like that, she's pretty bright. Alright, so that's the light bar, winch bumper, winch, everything installed. Boom. Alright, I'm going to walk over here, turn the light on. Back on. Turn this light back on so there's no contrast. I'll flip you guys around. See. They don't look like much, but that fence is like 110 yards from me. But you can kind of make out, you can see the white post. I would imagine you can see further if I had this thing out of the garage. But she's still in jack stands and she's making progress. Maybe next week, which would be like, I don't know, day 5 of this project. And she'd be all done. Just got to get the wheels painted and put back on her, because that's what's holding her up right now. Otherwise, she's on Bluetooth wheels right now. Very Bluetooth, because they're not in the same location. Until the next part.